Hello, captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the flight show. So, this is a particularly special event in that I am doing a flight in my pilot's life where I'm flying from Atlanta to Chicago, Illinois, and landing at Midway Airport. And the reason it's special is because it just so turned out I'm using FS Global Real Weather, and right now I'm under a thunderstorm warning. And the flight actually took me over the thunderstorm that's actually over me right now. So this was an interesting opportunity to take a look at, how's the real weather and it's displayed. And actually, because I didn't really know I was going to go through that, the plane was jostled quite a bit. Went through a lot of turbulence while we were over that thunderstorm. And so now we're about to descend. As you can see, right here, we're at top of descent. I've already gotten my altitudes in, so we are now descending. Let's take a look at our descent checklist. Pressurization, landing alt is 200 feet. Pressurization on, anti-ice is on, because we pitot. They were messing with our pitos, so I turned on the icing, de-icing. Approach briefing had it, and IS and altimeter bugs checked and set. So we are now descending on Midway Airport. Since we do not have FS crew, since we don't have FS crew going on, I'm gonna have to make my announcements. So, hello, Kevin. We are now descending on Midway Airport. We should be arriving in about 15-20 minutes. It's right now our Indianapolis weather, which we've just passed, is saying that we're at winds of 5 knots, 70 degrees outside. Visibility is about 40 miles. Precipitation and broken sky cover at 19,000, scattered at 37. Right now the temperature is 17 degrees Celsius or 63 degrees Fahrenheit. So please sit back and prepare the flight crew, prepare the cabin for arrival. We really do appreciate you flying with our airline because we know you have many a choice, but we are so happy that you chose to fly with us. Okay. So far so good. Be it that this is a night flight, this is going to be interesting because I haven't done a night flight, much less coming over cloud cover. So we're going to see what Prepar3D can do as it pertains to night flying and its visuals. See a little bit of the ground nightlife right about there through the clouds. So this should be interesting. I'll give you a look at what we can see. The lighting is just excellent. Wing flex, beautiful. As I understand in the update, I think they're doing a little bit different of a flight model, so the wing flex will be more accurate, but with PMDG, because this is a PMDG aircraft. But as I understand it, they're doing it plane by plane, so it's not they're going to do all these updates at once. First will be Queen of the Skies, the 747. Then they will do the 737 NXG-U, and then they'll get to the 777. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it. Somebody commented on the last video that second to last video that I put out and said, "Hey, why don't you just wait until they release the updates?" And I was a little actually surprised by the question because, and though I do understand that you could mess up your registry if you do it wrong, but there's some really nice step-by-step tutorials, and I had to respond. The reason why is because you don't have to. I mean, if you want to learn how to do it, learn how to do it. Being a physics professor, I'll be darned if I'm gonna be stumped by some code, especially if there's step-by-steps out there to how to do it. But beyond all that, you just drop $200 on a simulator, and if you're, I like general aviation flying and commercial, but if you're into the commercial flying and you don't have any commercial aircraft to fly, because the only thing that really works with this is the PMDG and the Airbus 380 as far as commercial airliners that are, study level. Whoa! Big turbulence there. Well, you are about to see this live and in real time. Now, I can't tell you how much of a slippage there was because it's night and I only have so many references, but that looked like a big slip. And besides, in IFR conditions, we are not worried about all that. We are flying on instruments. But you can see that this is a little hairy. This is a little hairy in terms of atmospheric effects. So, as I mentioned before, I am flying with FS Global Real Weather, and I've gotten quite a few questions asking, well, is it worth buying or should I wait for Active Sky? And my take on the matter was, it kind of depends. Be it that I try to bring you material to demo it before you spend your money on it, I was somewhat obligated to buy it. But at least you will see, get an idea of what kind of effects this weather that it imports is doing. So in that respect, should, be beneficial for you to see this video. One, you're going to get to see the graphics of nighttime flying on the Prepar3D V5, but you're also going to get to see, one of the add-ons, which is the weather engine, the real weather engine by FS Global Real Weather. So who knew this was going to be an informative event tonight? So I already did check my charts. We're flying into that's a mandatory 5,000 minimum 5,000 foot, and we seem to be on pace. I believe that's Hills waypoint. So everything so far is looking good. Wait, let's see. Keep mixing up my keys. There we go. All right. So far, so good. Let's go back a bit. Yeah, 18,000 or below. And based on what we're seeing, we'll make that. We're actually, as you can see, on our descent, on our proper descent path. So it's all good. Just got some a little bit of turbulent weather, but we can deal with that. We're professionals, simming professionals anyway. All right, but anyway, so I'm actually, no shade or no hate. I was like, if you want to wait for the installers, please feel free. But as a person who has the YouTube channel to provide content and people want to see what does this stuff look like on Prepar3D, because I'm still debating whether I want to see it, hey, I loaded it up. And what I will say is the aircraft that will be released with installers will have added features that will take advantage of Prepar3D. So yeah, there's more stuff coming. But in the meantime, as far as I know, the commercial aircraft that you can fly with Prepar3D are quality wing. Though it's not an installer directly for Prepar3D, you can redirect the install directory. Plus, its lighting is a little weird. They still have to do an update because the lighting on the ground is just, it's something weird happens with it. It's super bright. But nevertheless, we got quality wings, BAE 146. You've got that. You've got the 787 -8, 9, and 10. You have the Airbus the Airbus 380 or A3, not 380, but the A330. And then you have, if you're willing to do the prepared 747, 777, 737 can work with Prepar3D if you're willing to do the work to get it to work. But outside of that, those are the only commercial aircraft. Well, no, let me be fair. It is said that black boxes Airbuses can work with it as well. I haven't gone to black box to get that one done, because installing and getting black boxes aircraft to work is not just install and there you go. It's a little bit of work, and I've just been so busy trying to get all my scenery working right. You know, there's a lot of updates that have been coming on Sim Market, so it's updating things to Prepar3D 5 or just copying over the Prepar3D 4, but making sure it works and having the proper libraries. Then, you know, the Orbx, the whole nine. So I've been busy. So I'll get around to black box, because I'm really looking forward to their 1.9 update, because they're going to have new lighting effects and everything, and I really want to fly the Airbus 340. I know that plane's getting phased out, but I really hope they're updating their flight model and systems, because I like the 340 and I would like to try it in Prepar3D 7. I mean, I don't know why I've been wanting to call it 7, but Prepar3D 5. Who knows what 7 will be like, huh? Hopefully it won't be for another 2 years, because I'm tired of dropping $200. You know, other things I want to drop it on, like a new stove. Of course, that's going to be more than 200. But all right, we are now at 16,000 feet, and everything seems good. We're on the proper glide slope, and things outside are becoming a little bit more clear. We're below the cloud cover. What's interesting is that you see in the distance, you see antenna tower, the lighting effects, the way the lights are illuminating the wing, that is beautiful. And I know that someone had asked me to do a tutorial on setting up the cameras. I'm so sorry it's taking so long. There's just so, I mean, aside from work, there's other just duties of life that I've had to deal with aside from just doing this. So I have not forgotten about you. I want to get that done, and I'm trying to get it done as soon as I can. And the one who requested about how to load flight plans, got to do that too. So don't think that I'm ignoring you or haven't thought about you. It's just a matter of what I can get done in a timely fashion, and I'm working on it. Hope you understand. Nevertheless, all right. So we are now we're passing the Fisk waypoint, which is interesting because that's very close spelling to a place I work. But now we're going on the waypoint VEC. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. Put the domes off, see what the cabin effect. Yeah, that lighting is good. So I'm going to go ahead and put this at 1700. That's what we have here. Yeah, at Hobel. And so it'll take us through our steps. Good with that. So this is the first time that this is just really cool to be able to bring this to you, because we're doing this together for the first time. Let's take a look at what's going on here. We have Prepar3D 5, obviously, and we're flying PMDG aircraft, so you're getting to see how it performs. I don't have the frame counter, but you'll be able to see what the frames are like, but I can tell you from when I took off coming out of Atlanta, which is a beast on performance, it was beautifully smooth. It was just really wonderful. And also realize that though I am screen capturing a center screen, I'm running this on 3, so I have a wide panoramic view of the cockpit, and it's still coming out smooth. So that, been waiting a lifetime for this. Really excited. Although I'm really being seduced into buying that Samsung 49-inch ultra wide single monitor to replace these 3. So you lose a little bit of screen, but then you lose bevels. So I'm I'm thinking strongly about it. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So, but back to what I was talking about before I had digressed. We have the Prepar3D going on. We have FS Global Ultimate Weather. Other things that are in the sim that I have loaded, I have FS Global. I have FS Global North America Land Class. I have a lot of their land class, but that's the region that's contributing to what you're going to see. We'll be flying into Chicago, into Fly Tampa's Midway Airport, but I am flying into Chicago X by Zwicky. So should be really interesting to see the lighting effects of Chicago as we approach Midway. And then, Midway is a beautiful airport. I had it first, then I looked at Zwicky's O'Hare, not O'Hare, but Midway. And truth be told, the Fly Tampa's was just more detailed, but Zwicky's was better on frame rates, so I tend to lean towards making it look good versus the you just scale things back so that it can get some decent frame rates. But I'm glad we're at a place right now where I don't really have to make that compromise. So I've just really been enjoying this experience, though I haven't been able to be on it as much as I would like because, we have the COVID thing, getting supplies for the house, making sure friends are okay, family, mom's, doesn't live here, so I have to be in and checking on her. Just, it's a lot going on. But tonight, I really, really, really wanted to make sure that I got a flight in, if for nothing else, for me and my own sanity. So, that being said, here you have it. Let me see. I'm trying to think, are there any other bells and whistles that I can talk about that I have loaded that you can appreciate from this video? I think that's about it. Oh, I actually did the updates for Even Shade and Even Sound and what's the other one? I always forget that particular one. Even Text. I actually have that for the shaders put into the simulation as well. So that's going on too. Have I noticed anything about that? Not really, because I hadn't really been on the Prepar3D long enough to even notice that there was a difference. I've just been trying to get it to work, because getting all this scenery in here has been a beast. Oh my gosh. And I uploaded by the way, we're running Prepar3D version 5, Prepar3D version 5 with the hotfix. So we don't have to, I don't think we're going to have to worry about any ghost god of hands smacking us out of the air. Well, where'd that come from? But yeah, so we should be good there. Alright, so actually, talking to y'all, I should have been paying attention to this, but even at 9,900, we were a little behind in getting our airspeed below 250 knots, but we're good now. And now we can kind of catch up to the glide slope. Not glide slope, but rather the descent, rate of descent that will keep us on the glide path that we want, descent path. And there is Chicago emerging in the distance. Exciting! So we will be landing on runway 31 center, and where this will be the localizer 109.9, and our course is 318. Doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic in the pattern. Oh, well, I forgot to mention that I'm using Ultimate Traffic Live. I have tried to use global traffic. Never. Didn't get it working in 4. Didn't get it working in 5. I give up. I just can't ever get it to work. It looks promising, and there's nothing wrong with live. It wasn't like I felt like I just wanted to try it, demo it. Can't get it to work, so I'm done. Done. Dealing with it, Ultimate Traffic Live and Ultimate Traffic Live Sound with Even Sound. Sound is booming. I'm kind of happy about that. So, put down in the comments what you think about what you're seeing so far. Now the one thing, I had Chris Bell's night big black marble because it upgraded the lights, but that was prepared for. I need to be checking the website to see if Chris Bell plans on doing a version 4.5. But I have to say that these lighting effects are nice. I'm not in any ways, but it's kind of like they're nice. They remind me of Bell's, Chris Bell's. But maybe Chris Bell takes it to the next level. I'm not sure. So I'm curious to see what I'll have to look at their site and investigate. Okay, so we are good so far. All right. Approach checklist. I'm a little behind on that, but altimeters and instruments set and cross-check. Approach aids checked and set. So that would be Lake Michigan in this big black void over here. I guess that's Calumet Airport, right, that we're passing by. Gary Chicago International. That's right there. Where I live is, or grew up, my mom still lives there, somewhere up in this region here, I believe. I don't know about anybody else, but this is cool. Or at least I think so. All right. What are our speeds? 240, and then we drop down to 162. I think if I can go ahead and drop this to 170. All right. Speed's dropping down. Excellent. Ooh. Nice. How is that for lighting? Aha! Checking out a little bridge going on right about there. That's cool. The city is slowly but surely lighting up. Now, if you're over in the first office, the window frame is blocking it. I'll have to go back over here, but yep. There is the Chicago skyline. Excellent. All right, flaps 1. This is beautiful. Okay, so like that is a screenshot, and I gotta get that real quick. That is definitely a screenshot. Alright, back to work. Alright, glide slope is alive, localizer is active. I can see the runway way from here, It's right there. Flaps 5. Okay, we're going to arm the spoilers. We already have our auto brake set. Can't see it, but I got to give you a little glimpse there. Look at that skyline. Wow. Alright, we should be turning. Okay, I'm going to arm approach. Localizer is alive. Excellent. We are going to reduce speed to 162. Gear down. I actually done flaps 2, even though I said flaps 5, but I moved it for flaps 2. My mistake. That's why you need a co-pilot. First officer, more formally. Alright, flaps 15. Alright. Gear down, flaps 15, landing checklist to flaps. Engine switches, continuous, recall checked, speed brake armed. Landing gear down 3 green. Auto brake level 3. Holding at flaps. Flaps 15 green light. Landing lights on. Actually, they're not. Get back on here. Alright, we'll bring our speed down now. Oh, wrong thing. To 147. Flaps 20. Flaps 30. Flaps 40. Give you a quick glimpse. There's the city. If I'm sitting here. Phenomenal. South side looking amazing with the lighting effects. But alright. Now I gotta focus. Alright, my aircraft. Pull up a little bit. Oh, she's really easy to fly. Loving the honeycomb flight yoke. I mean, Yoko the Yoke, as I understand it, is badass. Oop, I couldn't say that word. Sorry, shouldn't have said that. But for affordability, not everybody's ready to drop $1,000 on a flight yoke. Bad enough you got to drop $200 on a simulator. So this is game changing, and it is definitely worth the wait, because now we have a quality flight yoke that's under $1,000. Heck, it's under $300. I have yet to regret buying this yoke. I love this yoke. Thank you for all the years, Satec, but whew, it was time for an upgrade. It was venerable, lasted a long time. Okay, giving a little bit of left rudder. Looking good. Check out those frame rates on approach.
$100, $50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Reverse is up. Reverse is normal. Manual braking. Exiting runway. That was cool. Clean up the aircraft. I'll be glad when they get the aircraft out and we can get FS crew back so I can have some help in the cockpit. But this does force you to, you know, learn all your systems. So there's nothing wrong with that. Knowing more is always great. Alright, turn on the APU. Where's the switch? I'm going to have to go to that dome. Alright. Dim. There we go. APU on. Start. Okay, so we need to start thinking about where we're going to park. I think we're Delta, so we wouldn't be in the B terminal. We're going to go to A11. Yeah, I wonder if Ultimate Ground Crew is working. Let's give it a shot. Marshalling.
Go ahead, flight tech.
No, you don't have maps, so still don't know why that is. So we will just do GSX. And what did I say we're going to do? A11. Hate that little jump when they're loading stuff, but what are you going to do? Alright, we're going to turn on to Q. I should have put my tracker headgear on, but too late now. We'll save that for another flight. Okay, we'll turn here. you know, I sometimes wonder, you know, what rhyme or reason the developers use for which airport they're going to do. But Fly Tampa really did do Midway justice. They really did. And, you know, with FS, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 coming, I know that's going to look even more detailed, which is, I can imagine they're going to have updates for Prepared 5, because Prepared is not trying to go quietly into the night. They have technology that's being prepared for Prepared. And they say that, you know, developers there's things in Prepared 5 that developers can take, you know, advantage of, that's going to really push its own envelope. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go. But I say all that to say, that this is an exciting time for flight simulation. It really is. With X-Plane and Vulcan, with Prepared 5 coming out, FS Microsoft, you know, 2020 somewhere in the, you know, not too distant future, and now hardware is not only out there that's, you know, super fast, but it's more affordable than it used to be. So that's exciting too. All right, so should have turned on that other line. That's okay. Let's see. There's my crew, and there's my. Let me look over here. There's my marshaller. So we'll be turning in just a second. There they are. Oop, did a little too much there. Come on. Get it together. Don't overcorrect. Yeah, we'll bring it over. Bringing it over. I'm beginning to think that the line is not necessarily in line with him, but that's okay. Bringing it in. Bring it. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to stop there. I thought I had enough. Had enough going on. Now you're bringing me over? Okay. All right. All right, put it on the APU. Oh, sorry. Cut off. And Pilot's Life says that I have, you know, arrived. That's excellent. Dock the jetway. Confirm. Let's see if that goes with it painlessly. It does. That's excellent. Oh, it didn't bring down the speed brakes. My bad. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Because I thought GSX handled this, but it might be FS Crew that does those doors. Let's see, doors, forward, and then cargo, cargo out.
Wonderful flight.
And there we have it. Gotta disable that darn rear stair. And there they're getting off the airplane. Yay! Alright, so you got to see it. Obviously, look at that dynamic lighting. Wow. Thing of beauty. Flew in at night to Chicago over a thunderstorm. Gives a chance to see just what the potential of Prepared 5 is going forward. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I am looking forward to getting out there and getting me a virtual Maxwell Street Polish. Just heaven in your mouth. And I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.